My game plan? Get the best without the fuss. That's why I love Fairway. Everything I need, easy to find. And a hometown atmosphere that just hits different. Fairway, your home court advantage.
Hey guys, Chris Williams here. I just got home from Hilton Coliseum. As you can see, I'm sitting on my very comfortable couch. Left a little bit early. Don't tell anybody. No, I wanted to be back to put my daughters to bed. I hope you guys can understand that. In the Northwest Bank Studios, just wanted to do a really quick recap of the game and just some thoughts. This was my first time seeing the team in person, and we're obviously all pretty impressed. 88-50 over FDU. I'm not going to go through the box score and all that crap. People want to know, how did the newcomers look? How did the rotation look? All that stuff. Obviously, Milan Momcilovic going 7 of 10 from 3 was the overall highlight of the night. Boy, it's great to have Taman Lipsy back. That guy makes a difference. Look at this stat line. 18 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals. That's the old Fred Hoiberg stat sheet stuffer, whatever Fred would say, the old box score stuffer. Hell of a night by Taman. Glad he was back to play the season opener in his senior season. I wanted to, again, hit on some of the new guys. Is getting to see him for the first time. And the one who really, stands out to me, seeing him in person, is Killian Torrey, the freshman guard. Just super impressive in terms of everything TJ Otzelberger has told us with the ball pressure defensively. And it really looks like, the combination of Lipsy, Torrey, and Heisey is an incredibly formidable, perimeter backcourt for Iowa State. It's going to be really tough to play offense. It goes against those three guys. Feels like Bateman is kind of the guy out right now, but he's super young, and I've talked to Coach enough about him. I know what he thinks about that guy. So I would just say be patient. I was talking with Jake Brind at halftime. Cyclone Fanatic's Jake Brind. I thought Jake made a good point. It's kind of like remember Curtis Jones early on? Just takes a little bit. That's fine. Don't overreact. Promise. Bateman's going to be a really good basketball player. So he's kind of on the outside looking in right now. Did find it was interesting. Shouldn't have shocked me. I mean, it doesn't really surprise me at all. But at the 5, as far as the rotation goes, Mulder is in front of Plata right now. Mulder he was impressive tonight. He played 7 minutes and had 5 rebounds. I don't know how sustainable that is, but I don't know. Tells me a little bit something. The guy who stood out against Northwestern, Dominic Nelson, was 1 of 6 tonight. Again, not going to overreact. I think he's a nice player, gets out in transition, can do a lot of different things. Overall, I don't feel like we learned a lot about the team tonight in its opener, and mainly because we've seen them twice with the Creighton and Northwestern exhibitions, where in recent years it's like this opener is the first time we get to see the teams, and you're really kind of overanalyzing everything. I don't really feel that way. I do know that I'm really excited for a week from tonight when they get Mississippi State up in South Dakota. That's kind of the official start to the season, I think, because I don't even know who they play next. It's somebody on Thursday who Iowa State will more than likely be another 35-point favorite or something like that against. What gives me, if this team stays healthy, there's some struggles there offensively that you can kind of see coming. Like when Torrey's out there against a good team, they're not really going to. They're just going to dare him to shoot, right? But his role would be to initiate some offense and play your ass off on defense and make everybody else better, right? But that's going to be a challenge. But there's lineup changes you can make here. There's depth here, and we'll see how it develops. I guess I wouldn't be shocked with this particular team if they struggle a little bit in November. I can't see this team being like 10-0 with the schedule that it plays. Obviously, the Vegas thing is going to be a mega challenge, but I also think this team can keep developing because it's got that good mix of like really high end talent with Momcilovic, Lipsy, and Jefferson, and then you've got guys like Torrey, Bateman, even Heisey. Like I think Heisey's like a really high end player for Iowa State. He won't get mentioned with the big three, but you saw how much better he was at the end of last year compared to the beginning. There's a good mix of the high end guys, and then the guy like you'd like to think Dominic Nelson will be a heck of a lot better in February than he is now. And I don't. It's a fun team. It's a fun team. Just real quick hit on the women's game. I didn't get to go to that, but I did watch it. I think this has the potential to be Fenway's best team since the Allison Lacey team that went to the Elite Eight. Like you factor in those sophomores last year, I guess they're juniors now, and you throw Jada Williams into the mix, and then getting Hare back. I really like that team. They defend. Might be the more challenge shooting team that Fenway's had in a while, but boy, if you can defend, it makes up for a lot of it, right? And I love Jada Williams. I love watching her play. She's such a perfect complement to those other players. So that good win for them. St. Thomas isn't very good, so I don't know how today's supposed to go, right? You leave Hilton Coliseum all excited. New crop of Cyclones, returners. All in all, good day. Good day. Yeah, that's my quick thoughts. I don't have much more than that. We'll see you guys back at Hilton on Thursday night.